Two big crowds filled Lawson Ice Arena last weekend as the Western Michigan hockey team played host to the two-time defending national champion Minnesota Duluth Bulldogs. Friday night, the Broncos rallied back with three third-period goals to defeat UMD 5-3. In the rematch on Saturday night, the Broncos and the Bulldogs were locked up in a tight checking affair, tied at 1 into the third period. But with 8 minutes left in the third, the Bulldogs scored and went on to win 2-1 to gain a split in the weekend series with Western Michigan. I'm Robin Hook. Coming up, head coach Andy Murray joins me for all the highlights on Bronco Review after this timeout.
Bronco Review is presented by GREENLEAF Trust, financial security from generation to generation. Trust is in their name for a reason. They've earned it. And by Chupan. They know metal and plastic inside and out, creating a better environment through recycling.
At Arbor,
we're a cooperative financial institution who
has been proudly growing across the mitten. Our purpose
is to help members
achieve their dreams
through innovative financial solutions.
I am Arbor.
I am Arbor. I am Arbor Financial Credit Union.
And I am here to serve you.
And I am here to serve you.
This new Little Caesars thin crust pizza is so loaded with pepperoni and cheese. I don't believe there is any thin crust. Pepperoni, 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 cheese, 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 crust. Found it!
There is a crispy crust under all that pepperoni.
Get a Little Caesars large extra most bestest thin crust pizza with extra cheese and the most pepperoni, all at the nation's best price of just $6.49.
Pizza.
When leading-edge medical care is what you need, will you be able to find it?
Right there.
When you find the perfect doctor for you, will you be able to choose her? Can one company give you the expertise, the technology, the choices, the peace of mind that your coverage is going to work the way you want it? Count on it. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan. Confidence comes with every card.
Hi, I'm Jim Vandenberg with Maple Hill Subaru. We're inside the all-new 7-passenger Ascent from Subaru, which has the same DNA as the entire lineup of Subarus. You get the great fuel economy with the beauty of all-wheel drive to get you through that lake effect snow, the low center of gravity from the Boxer engine, along with the best crash avoidance system on the market today called EyeSight from Subaru. Come on out to Maple Hill Subaru and drive these amazing vehicles. Maple Hill Subaru, for a journey like no other.
In 1916, Warren Miller chose auto owner's insurance. Later, his son made the same choice, as did his grandson. And today, his great-granddaughter did the same. As we reflect on where we've been, we're grateful to our independent agents and to those who put their trust in us, and to the generations who will. Auto Owners Insurance.
Nolte Insurance is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Left point for DiPietro. Dawson to the dot. Walks in, shoots and scores! Dawson, DiPietro, power play goal. We're tied at 1 with 1:50 left in the first period. Dawson DiPietro with his 11th goal of the season.
Big goal late in the first period on Friday night by Dawson DiPietro. Western Michigan and the UMD Bulldogs locked in a weekend battle in the NCHC. We're with Andy Murray, and Andy, a great performance both nights. Friday night came out of the win column.
Well, you know when you're playing Minnesota Duluth, the kind of game you're going to have, it's going to be physical, it's going to be fast, and I thought our team was skating well. We did well in our one-on-one confrontations. You talk about the goal from Dawson there, it was a big one here. Big crowd, there's President Montgomery, and got his Bronco jersey on, and the building's getting full here during the warm-up.
Broncos and the UMD Bulldogs, and this is a really good hockey team, Coach. You don't win the national championship without being pretty good, and they've done it back-to-back seasons.
Yeah, when you win it 2 years in a row, that's a phenomenal feat here. And again, appreciate the support from our fans. There's the Lunatics, and the building was full on both nights, and just a great atmosphere to play in front of these fans.
Well, you get the taste of what it's like on a Friday or Saturday night before the opening puck drop as the Broncos take on the UMD Bulldogs. Great camera shots by our staff, and here we go with hockey Two of the top teams in the country, Andy, you climbed back into the top 15 this week.
Well, we certainly wanted 6 points out of the weekend, Robin. That would have put us actually ahead on a tiebreaker and put us into second place in the NCAC. Bottom line is we got a big win on Friday night, and guys are competing hard. We had to make sure that we played the game down below their circles. They're a real strong transition team, and we wanted to make them play in their zone, and we did a real good job of it on Friday. And we came back from a 1-goal deficit. Duluth does not normally lose when they get the first goal of the hockey game, but had a lot of shots on their net, and Shepard obviously a tremendous goaltender, but we're taking the puck to the net hard.
That's what I liked. You were just getting after it in the goal crease there, and you made him work. You got in his eyesight trying to stuff pucks by him, and you did, with 5 of them in this game.
Well, we do a lot of battle drills in practice, Robin, right at the beginning of practice, so our guys are into the practice right away, and there's a goal for them. That's certainly their first goal. But our guys kept battling. We were physical. We finished checks. We were heavy on the puck, and you talked about us winning the corner battles and taking the puck to net, and that's what it took. And, great entry here. Jason Poland had a real solid weekend, and again, we're hounding the loose pucks.
And your goaltender, Brandon Bussey, made some big saves in this game for you.
He certainly did, and you need that type of goaltending when you're playing top caliber teams.
Of course, the guys protecting him, and now you go on the power play here late in the first period, and you get this thing tied up on Dawson's 11th goal of the season.
Well, just a great screen here by Austin Rushob, as you're going to see, and Dawson steps in from the side. And Cam Lee feeds it back to him. Dawson steps in and lets it go. Had a couple of other real good looks here right before Dawson got his goal. But we were heavy around the net, and we're getting pucks through.
Austin Rushoff there winning the face-off, and there's the screen, and there's the shot tucked out on the glove side inside the post.
Well, we talked about taking Shepard's eyes away, and as you can tell with his reaction, he was looking to his left, and the puck went in on his right side there. But a great screen and a real good shot from Dawson.
So it's all tied up at 1 after 1 period of play. Western Michigan and the UMD Bulldogs at Lawson Ice Arena, and this was a back and forth hockey game. They took the lead in the second period, Andy.
Well, they're a good team. They got a couple of power play goals. I think there's one of them that Brandon would like to have back, kind of an outside angle shot that got by him. But, they've got a quality power play. Their statistics are real good on special teams, and they got the goal and certainly got the lead on us.
Yeah, they're number 2 in the nation on the power play, but you actually take the lead with an early goal in the second period by Ethan Frank.
Yeah, Ethan's continued to play well. He's hounding pucks, and I thought our gray unit, which is Drew Warrad and Josh Passolt and Ethan Frank, was real good and deserving certainly of the goal here. You're going to see the puck come up front. Josh Passolt again is in front, and Ethan's there. And great play by Mikey Gioio stepping in from the blue line.
What a pass he made to Frank for the goal, and that line was outstanding, especially on that shift. They hounded the puck in the zone for a long time there.
We thought they were good all weekend. They'd had some games recently where maybe they weren't up to their normal standard, but that Friday night game, and then they came back on Saturday and were real good for us.
Bulldogs come back and tie it up in the second period and actually take a lead later in the second period. But you come back in the third, and we'll see those highlights. But here's some more second period action. And these two teams, they get after each other. Well, this is the third meeting of 4 between the two teams.
Highly competitive teams, and certainly Duluth is like ourselves. They like to recruit some hard skill guys that have got skill but can play the game real hard as well. And that's how you win in today's hockey, is having that skill, but that skill that also plays with some grit.
So you see them take the lead 3-2 on the power play goal by Justin Richards at 11:05, but still another period of hockey to come, and the Broncos just dominated the third period, Coach.
Yeah, we got off to a great start in the period, and that was a great shot. A nice pass by Hugh McGing, and Austin Rushoff, what a shot he's got. He drilled that one, and we'll see a similar goal on Saturday night as well. And here's the goal by Hugh McGing that gave us the lead. Nice play by Cam Lee stepping down. And Hugh was in tight, but he found a way. There's Cam jumping up in the air. President Montgomery, Mrs. Montgomery up on her feet there.
There are huge hockey fans there at all the home games. And there you have the lead. That's something that Duluth doesn't do. When they lead in the third period, they never lose.
Well, they hadn't lost for about a year and a half after leading going in the third period. And actually, The year and a half before, we were the only other team that's ever done that to them and beat them in the third after being down. So.
And you did it again in this one. And there's Jason Poland with the insurance goal.
Yeah, Jason had a real solid weekend. We're excited about his future as a freshman. Real nice play by Dawson DiPietro. And again, we had great traffic at the net, and he was able to get a stick on the puck.
Well, they empty their net late in the game, trying to get back into it, down by 2 goals, but the Broncos hold them off and get the job done.
We were real solid in that third period. Certainly we got the goals offensively, but we really limited their scoring opportunities and really shrunk the defensive zone. And there's Hugh McGinn playing like a big man and trying to pull guys off Brandon Bussey. But pretty excited group to get that win on Friday night.
Celebrating on the ice, they'll go in and be happy in the locker room, but really the focus immediately turns to Saturday.
It does. You know, you really don't have any time to enjoy it. You have to be better. And we thought there were a lot of areas where we could improve on our game on Saturday night. And, up until 8 minutes to go in the hockey game, we were right there.
We'll take a look at the Saturday night highlights when we come back on Bronco Review, now this time out.
Now's the time to plan those exterior home improvements during Blackberry's preseason sale. Save on replacement windows and doors, roofing and siding, sunrooms and decks. Get our best prices of the year with 18-month no-interest financing. For more than 40 years, Blackberry's been installing quality exteriors with thousands of satisfied customers throughout West Michigan. Preseason savings won't last long. Call today for your free in-home estimate or go to blackberrysystems.com.
At Galesburg Ford, we stand behind our football teams.
I like the Honolulu blue and silver.
I'm a fan of the purple and gold. Western's brown and gold, all the way.
We may cheer for different teams, but our team here at Galesburg Ford has one goal, and that's great customer satisfaction as we find you a new car, truck, or SUV. So whether it's a brand new Ford
or a certified used vehicle,
score your next car at Galesburg Ford.
Touchdown!
Galesburg Ford.
Not too far for your next car.
All athletes strive to perform at their peak. And meeting that goal means putting in extra hours on the trail, in the gym, or on the court. It also means refueling after a tough workout. Chocolate milk has carbohydrates and protein to rebuild muscles, plus electrolytes to replenish your body. And with no additives, chocolate milk is nature's sports drink. So after your next training session, reach for the natural choice to help you meet your performance goals. Chocolate milk, the unofficial recovery beverage of athletes everywhere.
The numbers don't lie. At Arbor Financial Credit Union, our numbers work for you. Numbers like 0, the amount you'll pay in checking fees and at Arbor or co-op ATMs. Then there's $200, the average savings on mortgage closing costs when our members use their credit union. You should probably know about 5, the percentage lower your credit card rate could be compared to a bank. Take advantage of all our numbers. Not a member? Start saving today. Arbor Financial. Bank here, grow here.
Dear Professor Zondag, 4 years ago I arrived on campus, basically knowing what I wanted my future to look like, but unsure of how to get there. During my time at Western, you were there for me, every step of the way, making time, helping me stay on track, and most of all, simply caring. I really don't think I could have done this without you, and I know for sure I wouldn't have wanted to. Unforgettable bonds, unbreakable spirit, Western Michigan University.
Moorhead for Western Michigan trying to wheel around in front. Broncos are dangerous right now. Centered in front. They shoot and score. Ethan Frank. 2-1 Western Michigan.
Ethan Frank with that goal on Friday night. It'd be great to see him catch fire, and he's certainly capable of doing that here, Andy.
No question about it. Had 26 points last year as a sophomore, and we think there's still more to be gained from him staying on the puck all the time. And he's a guy that can generate offense. And certainly our synchro team, they're going to the national championships this weekend in Providence, Rhode Island, and they're at the rink every morning, 5 a.m. practicing. Robin, kind of makes you feel guilty when you come in there at about 6.
Really look forward to their performances between periods and before games at Lawson Ice Arena. Here are the Lunatics. They were out in force. They got their Lawson Lunatic sunglasses, compliments of Campus Court at Norwood before the game as they get ready to head on spring break. But here we go. Broncos looking for a weekend sweep of the 4th-ranked and defending national champions.
Yeah, I don't know when I've seen a bigger crowd at a hockey game at Lawson this one. Here's, we're on the power play 40 seconds into the game. It's certainly not the way that you want to start. We didn't rotate after a rebound, and they go down the ice and score shorthanded early in the hockey game. So we're having to play catch up, but we continue to battle, continue to put pucks at their net. And Shepard was up to every shot here and played real solid for them.
He gave up 5 goals in one game. You don't see that very often out of Hunter Shepard, but he had to figure coming back on Saturday he was going to be dialed in.
Yeah, he's played every game this year, and maybe every game over the last few years, Robin. I'm not exactly sure. We've never seen another goalie anyways. I don't know if they have one. But, he was really good. And the one thing that we didn't do on Saturday night was get enough pucks to net. We saw so much puck pressure to their net on Friday night, but we were forcing some passes into the slot rather than throwing pucks on net from the outside and having our guys going through the mid-seam lane there. And again, you have to give Duluth credit. They made it difficult on us to get pucks to net, and they were honest. Their gaps were tight. But, on both sides, there were not a lot of scoring chances in this game. We actually outchanced them in the game 11-10, which are 2 extremely low numbers. And there's Austin Rushoff tying the game for us. And what a shot again. And a good play by Wade Allison to get him the puck.
That line has been just red hot during your resurgence here since January, Andy. Rushoff, Allison, and DiPietro.
Yeah, we've got guys back in the lineup healthy now, and Wade is, when he's healthy, he's certainly a force for us there. So there's Wes with the painted face, but again, a real physical game. We're finishing checks and making sure their defensemen know that they've got to hurry their passes.
So it's all tied up at 1 in the first period, and the real physical game, although there weren't a lot of penalties. It was just tight checking. There wasn't any room out there.
I like the way the officials called the game, Robin. It was 2 physical teams, and they let us play, and you kind of knew. We took a couple of unnecessary stick penalties, which, we can't afford to take those. But, I believe there were 5 power plays in the whole hockey game. We had a couple, and they had 3. But both teams played hard and played smart on that side of the game.
Not a lot of offense in the second period, no goals. They outshot you in the second period 10-6. Brandon Bussey again was sharp in net for you.
Yeah, both goaltenders were playing extremely well. And Brandon, he's a freshman. You're playing against a 2-time national champion that's played every game at Duluth. And we thought Brandon stood up real strong. I thought his puck touches, Robin, were probably as good or better than they've been all year. He really helped our defensemen by handling some pucks and moving it by their forecheck. We did not spend a lot of time in our zone. There's some good traffic again to the net, and it's our black unit of Allison, Rushoff, and DiPietro here. Matthias Samuelsson being the physical force that he is.
How about the camera shots by our Bronco
productions
team here? The Bronco review team getting it done as you feel like you're in the game.
I'm glad we've got them, but why aren't they working for ESPN or NBC on their major projects? These are unbelievable shots.
Just doing a great job. You feel like you are playing in this game, and it was physical, as you can see. A lot of banging and crashing on the boards. No goals in the second period.
Yeah, it was a lot of grind, and certainly, compared to Friday night where there was more offense in the hockey game, this one was a real grind, and it was a playoff-style game where everybody was working and battling hard.
Awesome Lunatics sporting their new sunglasses, and here we go. Tied at 1 into the third period. Andy, you're 20 minutes away from maybe a 6-point weekend against the defending national champs.
Yeah, it goes from, the opportunity to have a great weekend to be average with the fact that we didn't win both games. But, I believe, Robin, that we might still be playing with the game tied at 1-1. We made a bit of a mental mistake, and they scored to go up 2-1. But, it was just that tight. It was tough to get it to there's Hugh McGing, and again, Sandberg, a draft pick of the Jets, gets in his way there. But we're putting pucks on net and pressing the issue. And certainly we were not devoid of chances, but just felt that we needed a little more grind and the stick work in front of the goals there. Hockey players are tough, there's no question about it.
So you want to be a hockey player. Here's what you got to do to be one.
That's right. You got to compete, you got to battle, and we're a team that, we like that heavy skill as well. There's Hugh getting a shot away, moving into traffic there. And we got people around the front of the net. It was just difficult because they took a lot of the seams. There's Hugh trying to score underneath. We've got a drill that we do every Wednesday called the Birchback Low Attack Drill, and there were a lot of Birchback situations there. As you know, Shane Birchback was a rat around the net and liked to score those down low goals about a foot from the goal. So there's the goal that they got, and we don't even have to talk about it. It's something that happened, and the key thing is I sent the player that it happened to a note after the game and let him know that he's going to be a big part of a lot of big wins here as we go down the stretch. So that's what we believe.
Kind of a fluky play, kind of went off a high stick of one of your players and into the net, and Duluth escapes with a 2-1 win and a split in the weekend series. But the Broncos climb into the national rankings at number 14 this week. We'll talk more about Bronco hockey when we return after this timeout on Bronco Review.
You trust Dunshee Body and Frame for all your collision repair work, but we offer so much more, like paintless dent repair, brakes, and wheel alignment. Perfect paint matching. Dunshee Body and Frame also works with all insurance companies to make sure your vehicle is restored to pre-accident condition. So for the personal service and high-quality workmanship, call Dunshee Body and Frame today at 375-2100. Dunshee, part of your community for the last 40 years.
Hi, I'm Jim Vandenberg with Maple Hill Volkswagen. This is the Volkswagen Tiguan. It comes in both 5 and 7 passenger models, and now it's joined by its big brother, the Atlas, which comes in a 7 passenger and 8 passenger model, completing the SUV lineup. All Volkswagens are backed by a 6-year, 72,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty. Best in the business. These are German-engineered, value-priced, with the longest warranty in the industry. Maple Hill Volkswagen, for a journey like no other.
Want more? More pep for your wallet? Open your eyes to a credit union. At Arbor Financial, we're here to help you get more from your money. Like earning up to 5% APY with a free Arbor Momentum checking account. Now that's more. Find out how much more you can earn by visiting an Arbor Financial branch or go to arborfcu.org.
This new Little Caesars thin crust pizza is so loaded with pepperoni and cheese. I don't believe there is any thin crust. Pepperoni, 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 cheese, 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 crust. Found it!
There is a crispy crust under all that pepperoni.
Get a Little Caesars large extra most bestest thin crust pizza with extra cheese and the most pepperoni, all at the nation's best price of just $6.49.
Pizza. More devices, more apps, more streaming. Today, we need more speed than ever to stay connected, so we're making the best in-home Wi-Fi experience even better. We're giving our customers faster speeds and including them in our most popular plans at no additional cost. We've increased our speeds 17 times in 17 years, so you can keep streaming, sharing, and connecting like never before. Xfinity, the future of awesome.
Back to Cam Lee. Cam works to the dot, in front, side of the goal, he scores! Hugh McGee, 4-3, Western Michigan.
Hugh McGee with the game-winning goal Friday in that 5-3 win over the UMD Bulldogs at Lawson Ice Arena. Andy, he's your captain, he's a senior, and he's really leading right now.
He really is. Second half of the season here, Robin, he's really taken his game up a couple of notches. He's got 30 points right now and quite a jump from early in the season. I felt with the injuries we had early that I maybe had to play him too much, and he's a high-energy guy and goes hard every single time. But now we've got more balance, and we can monitor his shifts, and he steps on the ice, and he's ready to go to work.
And they're going to need leadership out of Hugh this weekend as the Broncos take on the #1 team in the nation, North Dakota. We'll look ahead to that series next on Bronco Review.
What do you do when you discover something great? Well, you tell your friends and family about it, right? Well, that's exactly how Lake Michigan Credit Union became the largest credit union in Michigan. With one of the highest checking account rates in the nation and guaranteed low mortgage rates, word is spreading fast about Lake Michigan Credit Union. Earn more when you save, pay less when you borrow. Lake Michigan Credit Union, the best place for your money.
Now's the time to plan those exterior home improvements during Blackberry's preseason sale. Save on replacement windows and doors, roofing and siding, sunrooms and decks. Get our best prices of the year with 18-month no-interest financing. For more than 40 years, Blackberry's been installing quality exteriors with thousands of satisfied customers throughout West Michigan. preseason savings won't last long. Call today for your free in-home estimate or go to blackberrysystems.com.
No matter what pops up during your day, Ascension Borgias makes it easy to get the care you need. Anytime, from anywhere. Now you can see a doctor online, right from home, 24/7. Check in online for urgent and ER care. Or even schedule a visit with a primary care doctor. You'll find it all at getascensionmichigancare.com, with locations across West Michigan.
At Galesburg Ford, we stand behind our football teams.
I like the Honolulu blue and silver.
I'm a fan of the purple and gold. Weston's brown and gold, all the way.
We may cheer for different teams, but our team here at Galesburg Ford has one goal, and that's great customer satisfaction as we find you a new car, truck, or SUV. So whether it's a brand new Ford
or a certified used vehicle,
score your next car at Galesburg Ford.
Touchdown!
Galesburg Ford.
Not too far for your next car.
Want more? More house in less time? Open your eyes to a credit union. At Arbor Financial, we're here to help you get more from your money, like our no money down and no PMI mortgage specials, and a promise to meet your closing date, or we make your first payment. Now that's more house faster. Find out how much you can earn by visiting an Arbor Financial branch or go to arborfcu.org. Now open in Grand Rapids, Kalamazoo Avenue, south of 68th.
Picked up by DiPietro. Dawson wheeling through traffic to Poland. He shoots and scores! 5-3 Western Michigan!
Broncos heading to Grand Forks, North Dakota to take on the Fighting Hawks, the #1 team in the nation in the all-important pairwise rankings. And Andy, last year you went to North Dakota and swept these guys.
Well, we had solid goaltending for the first 25 minutes on Friday night, and from that point on, I thought our team really outchanced North Dakota and took the game to them. But they're an improved team. They've got a couple of freshmen and a transfer from Colorado College and Michaud that have played really well for them. So great team. A lot of tradition of winning at North Dakota, but we're excited to go up there and put our best on the ice.
Broncos played them twice in Kalamazoo earlier in the season. The Friday night game was a 1-0 overtime win by North Dakota, and one of the best games all season. They got the Broncos in the second game, so hopefully you can turn the tables on them this weekend. Good luck up there.
Thank you.
Next week, back to basketball. Coach Hawkins joins us as we look back at some home highlights against Toledo and Northern Illinois. Coach Murray and our staff here at Bronco Review, I'm Robin Hook. Thanks for watching. See you next week on Bronco Review.